because it precedes and facilitates development. However, adequate infrastructure is a fundamental precondition for transport system. Significant improvements were recorded on the provincial roads, which saw the upgrading of 802 kilometers from gravel to surface roads and the rehabilitation of 1,274 kilometers of roads across the province. Our road infrastructure network has made it easy for our people to access social and economic centers such as schools, clinics, hospitals, shopping centers, and markets for their produce. The Maputo Development Corridor, which connects Mozambique to Mpumalanga and Gauteng, has brought tremendous improvement in the transportation of goods, especially mineral resources and tourists over the past 2 decades. Operation Valazonke is aimed at pothole patching and is beginning to gain traction, and this program is considered as a classical example of the district development model in action. We have consolidated our budget, personnel, and plans to attend to potholes across the province. Today, some pockets of excellence have been recorded on specific roads, but there is still a need to intensify implementation. Furthermore, the province handed over to Sandra some of our strategic roads. This will also include roads that will be considered for piloting nanotechnology and materials. Madam Speaker, we do acknowledge that some of our roads require repairs and maintenance. Within the current municipal financial year, our municipalities will be completing a number of projects on roads, rehabilitation, and construction. The province is also rolling out a road infrastructure maintenance plan, which aims to augment the capacity of our municipalities to speed up the delivery on the patching of potholes. As a province, we have constructed 76 projects under the Integrated Rural Mobility and Access Program. This includes 17 bus shelters, 10 footbridges, 29 culverts, 15 bridges, 4 walkways, and 1 multi-modal facility. Also, multitudes of maintenance works were implemented across existing transport infrastructure, which includes the patching and the resealing of surface roads and the regraveling and blading of gravel roads. A total of 57 roads construction projects were completed in the past 30 years, which includes the following: the rehabilitation of Road P170/1 between Matibiti and Kraskop, D3930 Akonhu to Subugani, Hole P141/1 South Lua to Green, Road P8/1 Mashishin and Bambi, D2486 N42 between N2 and Klepval, the upgrading of gravel roads to surface in Tanji, Mpageni, the D3973 from Hoshani and Marite, the D281 Folkras to Dakakran, the paving of roads D1875 Tweefontein to Hembok Strait, the D2091 Marapiani to Limpopo border, and lastly the D2952 Masibegele to Tambokuni. During the current administration, we will complete the following projects: the rehabilitation of sections P8/1 R36 between Mashishi and Bambi, phase 3, the D2950 Mananga to River Crossing, the coal hole P36/1 between Delmas and N12, the upgrading of D481 Moiplas and Ebulindeni, the D4407 from Shubukani Orpen Road near Belvedere. To boost infrastructure development, government is also collaborating with the private sector, multilateral development banks, and the development finance institution to augment its skills, expertise, and funding. Madam Speaker, the people of Emalahleni have been complaining about the traffic congestion close to Mpumalanga, have been complaining about the traffic congestion close to the railway line since time immemorial. To this effect, we are in the process of building a state-of-the-art interchange along the railway line from the city center leading to Pine Ridge, Clarinet, Siyanova, and Verena. This interchange will improve safety and ease traffic flow in that area. The planning and design processes have been completed. The construction of the interchange will commence in the 2024-5 financial year. Madam Speaker, the Nkosi City development remains one of the catalytic projects aimed at improving the lives of the people in the city of Mbombela and Ehlanzeni district broadly. Significant progress has been made on the legalization of the development in respect of planning processes, township establishment, and the development of the Surveyor General plans. This is critical in order to ensure that the development is compliant with all the relevant regulation and prescripts. We are working hard to unlock investments and strategic partnerships for this development and the other similar ones in the province. Various options are being explored to ensure that bulk infrastructure constructed not only addresses the demand capacity of the development, but also that of the surrounding areas within its proximity. More importantly, there is progress achieved in respect of plans to improve the road infrastructure, such as upgrading of the Alice Kudani Road, the Ngomeni to Oboga Road, Kolani to Masego Street, and Zamubuhle bus route, which all lead to the development site to ensure accessibility. In improving accessibility to Nkosi City, the province undertook a feasibility study on the construction of the high mobility ring road, providing ingress to and egress from the Nkosi City development. Madam Speaker, on tourism, we made a commitment last year to revitalize our provincial nature reserves. We are pleased to report to this August House that we have upgraded tourism facilities in 4 nature reserves with accommodation facilities at the following reserves: the Songimvelo from Dry Camp, the Andover, the SS Kosane, and also the Manyaleti. Phase 2 of the fence installation is in progress in order to minimize human-wildlife conflict in Songimvelo, the Mthetomusha, and Dala reserves. It's important for us to implement this project efficiently, economically, and effectively in order to increase the number of visitors to our province. We are pleased with the intention to support the provincial efforts in this regard expressed from the National Department of Agriculture, Land Reform and Rural Development. To this end, we are pleased to welcome Fly SA Fair to our shores from the 1st of April 2024, as they have introduced new routes from Kruger, Mpumalanga International Airport, and Cape Town. This adds further impetus to the gains we made when Aerowings, a German airline, chose Mpumalanga as its destination of choice more than a year ago. This is further supported by the State's South Africa Tourism and Migration Report released in January 2024, which placed Mpumalanga at the 2nd spot in international tourist arrivals. As early as February 2024, we entered into a strategic partnership with Aspinall Foundation to elevate the Loskop Dam Nature Reserve to a Big 5 game reserve. We have also concluded a collaboration with Greater Kruger Environmental Protection Foundation to fight poaching in Manyaleti. This collaboration includes establishing new pickets, maintenance of fence, and the training of field rangers. Madam Speaker, we said land shall be shared amongst those who work it. The land issue remains paramount to our struggle for economic emancipation. Land ownership in South Africa has long been a source of conflict. Our history of conquest and disposition, of forced removals and radically skewed distribution of land resources has left us with a complex and difficult legacy. The three key elements of our land reform program, which is land restitution, land redistribution, and security of tenure, are responding to the requirements as to social grants and welfare services to reduce poverty and inequality, protect children and empower women, youth and persons with disabilities are progressing well. The foster care program is one of the programs that is based on the African proverb that says, "It takes a village to raise a child," has made a huge impact in the lives of our children and families. Since the beginning of the sixth administration, we have placed 542 children in foster care. Madam Speaker and fellow citizens, substance abuse has become endemic, negatively impact on the lives of the substance abusers and their close families. We open our doors and our hearts to more than 1,942 substance abusers who needed our help. We have completed the construction of the Swartfontein and the Tangala treatment centers. In the days ahead, we will officially hand over the Tangala treatment center. In the current administration, 7,409 NPOs have been supported to implement programs that are impact-driven and aid our efforts to create a Mpumalanga anchored on morals and social cohesion. Madam Speaker, we have said the doors of learning and culture shall be opened to all. The past 80 years have been characterized by massive investment on education, creating an enabling environment for effective teaching and learning to take place. Research has shown that unless concerted efforts are put on early childhood learning, we could miss out on key growth and development of learners, resulting in future negative outcomes. It is against this backdrop that our government has continuously invested in early childhood development. We have also successfully transferred the ECD functions from the Department of Social Development to the Department of Education. We have successfully supported 1,463 registered early childhood development centers and a total of 59,826 children of 0 to 4 cohort are benefiting from this service. As a result, access to ECD education has increased from 79.9% for the 0 to 4 cohort and is at 94% for the 5 to 6 cohort. Madam Speaker, we take pride in the performance of our learners in exit grades. Grade 3 depicts a significant improvement from 92% in 2019 to 96% in 2023, while grade 6 has shifted from 94% in 2019 to 96% in 2023, and grade 9 improved from 84% in 2019 to 86% in 2023. In the 2023 State of the Province Address, I announced that we will be piloting coding and robotics subjects from grade R to 9. That pilot is progressing very well, and 128 schools from grade R to grade 3 and grade 7 are currently doing coding and robotics. Since 2014, the Mpumalanga government's Ephraim Mukhali Bursary Scheme has awarded a total of 7,916 bursaries, and 451 of these have been funded through CETAS to enable our youth to study at universities. Of the 366 that studied in Russia, 80 of them have been placed in various government departments. Through the Funza Rushaga Bursary Scheme, we continue to encourage matriculants to consider teaching as a career. From 2018 to date, the scheme has produced 1,200 educators in our province. The provincial government continues to strengthen the delivery of education in 18 special schools and is supporting them to serve as resource centers. In this regard, the priority activities include providing redress programs to improve access, provision of specialist staff, training of teachers in specialized programs, and provision of assistive technology devices. Currently, 3 new special schools have been built. Madam Speaker, The land for the construction of the proposed school for the deaf and blind has been secured in Mpumalanga municipality. Once the school is completed, the 250 deaf learners currently studying in Bukosibetu full service school and the 200 in other special schools will be relocated to the new school. Since 2022, in its quest to improve learner performance, the provincial government is providing all grade 12 learners and teachers in quintile 1 to 3 schools with tablets and laptops respectively. These devices are loaded with e-content and will be provided this year with an offline application so as to enable access learning even outside the four walls of the classroom without data or connectivity. This government continues to strengthen e-learning in our school. This year, the province will introduce the smart school concept in 8 schools where both teachers and learners will utilize technological devices and thus making schools paperless. On water and sanitation, Madam Speaker, the number of water and sanitation projects that have been implemented and completed through government have brought relief to millions of our people. Over the past 8 years, at least 17 billion rand has been set aside and spent to improve infrastructure for water and sanitation from various grants, which include the Municipal Infrastructure Grant, the Regional Bulk Infrastructure Grant, the Water Service Infrastructure Grant, and an Integrated Urban Development Grant. Madam Speaker, some of the projects that have been successfully completed towards improving provision of water and sanitation service delivery includes but are not limited to the following. The water and sanitation projects completed in Ehlanzeni District Municipality, which have benefited 5,991 households. The water and sanitation projects completed in the Refilwe District Municipality, which have benefited 8,189 households, and the Kangala District Municipality, which have benefited 13,898 households on water and sanitation. In the current municipal financial year, our municipalities have planned to deliver the following water and sanitation projects. In Ehlanzeni District Municipality, the installation of new raw water pumps in Hazelview and the upgrading of safeguard bulk supply line. The repair of sewer outfall lines will be installed in Everton and Gaboweli. There will be a refurbishment of Mkutu water waste treatment works and the completion of Phase 2A bulk water supply at NAS. And we are also implementing the 3 copies regional bulk water supply scheme, as well as the reticulation and connection of yard meters at Belfast Phase 2 in Bushbuckridge, which will benefit 77,768 households. In Refilwe District Municipality, 32,224 households stand to benefit from the upgrading of Pumula outfall sewer pipeline, the construction of sewer reticulation network in Amsterdam, the upgrading of Mpuluzi bulk water supply scheme, the refurbishment of Elukwatini sewer pump station, the refurbishment of Ebuli Lane water treatment works, and the rehabilitation of Folcrest 2 megaliter reservoir. In Kangala District Municipality, a total of 100,802 households will benefit from the refurbishment and upgrading of Phase 2 wastewater treatment works in Delmas. The replacement of asbestos bulk supply line in Hapatla and Siabuswa A, the reduction of non-revenue water in Buteng, the construction of Clarinet and Sianova Phase 2 link and bulk water supply lines, the construction of Mateus Slope into Kwakwafontein Booster Pump Station, and drilling of boreholes in Marapiani and in Dr. J.S. Moroka Municipality is underway. In collaboration with the Department of Water and Sanitation, the following projects will be implemented through the Regional Bulk Infrastructure Grant: the upgrading of Falbank water treatment works and construction of reverse osmosis plant in Steve local municipality, where 87,872 households stands to benefit. The upgrading of Fortuna water treatment works in order to reliably supply water in bulk, the construction of water treatment works, bulk pipelines, pump station and reservoirs,